joined now by Jade Turner, the product manager for Opel. Jade, interesting now, it's the first product I've been with you in the Stellantis stable, and you've certainly started with quite an interesting big bang here, haven't you? Let's just look around the outside of the vehicle. Let's start at the front quickly to point out a couple of the real features that stand out to you.
Okay, so if you look at our Opel Zafira, it is definitely a strong contender in the MPV bus segment. One of the outstanding features of the exterior of the Opel, as you know, true to Opel, is the wing, the design wing with the Opel signature in it.
Right.
As you can see, the body is quite sculpted, just showing its bold design. It's also a very good vehicle based on the lines.
Daytime running lights.
That's correct.
Here, yeah.
So this low daytime running lights is just to give you a better visibility on the road. It improves visibility for your other drivers. You've also got your fog lamps, which are in the same area as that, and obviously well-positioned headlamps.
Okay.
So it's smack bang in the middle of the vehicle.
And now we come around to the wheels over here.
Okay, so if you look at the wheel, we've got a 17-inch bicolor diamond cut wheel. This just adds to the style and sophistication as the Opel signature and language.
Okay.
If you move along the side of the vehicle, you can see the sculpting and the very prominent side molding.
Yeah.
This is also just a protective layer if anybody walks around you or opens their door in front of your car and bangs it, so that just provides protection.
Elegance spec.
So on our Elegance, we've got the easy access electrical slide doors. This is quite nice because if you look inside the vehicle, you can close it that easy.
Press a button there.
And if you want to open it, it's basically just to lift the handle and the door slides open conveniently.
You've got the what you call the privacy glass.
That's
for
correct.
The whole back cab. So security, privacy, etc.
Absolutely, and if you can see the size of the windows, it also gives beautiful light radiant into the vehicle.
Right.
So it does make for a very beautiful scene inside the vehicle as well as
Let's
outside.
move around to the outside.
Okay, so on the outside, if you look at your back end, one of the nice features on the Zafira is our easy open, easy access tail lift gate.
Okay, so the window itself lifts up.
Yeah.
And you can access boot space like
Absolutely.
that. If you want to, or I'm sure you can pop open the whole.
If you'd like to,
hatch
yes.
If you want, yeah.
What's convenient about this is if you're carrying a lot of parcels, this is much easier to use other than opening the entire tail lift gate.
And you've got obviously reverse camera.
Yes, you've got
park
reverse
distance
camera.
control. You've got all of that because this is a big vehicle.
Absolutely.
Let's be honest. So
Yeah.
you need these feet.
Yes.
Right. We're going to now take a look on the inside.
Let's
see
go
what
inside.
that's like.
Cool. Now we're inside the vehicle. One of the nicest features of this model particularly is the 2 VIP seats. As you can see, it
Right.
creates for a beautiful business setting.
I rode part of the journey sitting in one of those just now, and they really are nice. Of course, this is now Elegance Edition has 3-seat
three
bench
seats,
and
that's correct.
in them too. But in this one, and you've got those amazing folding tables.
Yes,
there.
so what's nice is that you've got storage compartments, not
Right.
to mention, which can fit in 1.5-litre bottles. And if you'd like, and you want to be professional, you have your foldable tables, which also then extend, while the seat
The
is a
seat's
bit
gonna be
forward.
the way, but it lifts up over
It
there,
lifts
yeah.
up, and you've got
Right.
additional cup holders.
Okay.
And as you can see, it's quite easy to put back. There we go.
Right, so you've got all of that. Those features are really nice.
That's correct.
And then, how would you access the rearmost seats?
Okay, so the rear seats are accessed. You drop this down, and you need to just slide it forward. Do that now because I've got the table. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. And it slides forward, and you've got space over there.
At the
3
back?
seats in the back.
That's correct. And
Something I noticed earlier
yes,
is you've got 5 ISOFIX fittings.
that's correct. 5 ISOFIX fittings, which is also quite unique. So if you've got a big family, guess what?
Yeah, that's it.
You can have triplets.
And you've got the panoramic roofs.
Yes, this creates a beautiful view. What's most important about the interior and this side of the vehicle for your rear passengers is that you've got the multi-zone air conditioning.
Right.
So this basically adjusts, and as you can see, the sun is quite prominent in the vehicle today. So if it was on a hot day and you're on a long journey, the automatic air conditioning will then stabilize the temperature inside the car, cooling it at the right level at the right time.
Okay, and one last point is these seats can swivel to face forwards or back.
That's
these little
correct.
seats
You
up here.
can. So if you want to have games with your friends or have something entertaining here in the center, you can do that very easily.
Let's be professional if you want to have a meeting.
That too.
Great. We're going to look from the driver's seat in a moment.
Sure.
Yeah, very small. makes me so jealous. It does so.
Put it in the living room.
Yeah.
But the massage seat.
You broke it, Blackie.
Never ever would I break it. From that point of view, you just go and clip it in, and then we can go and lift it up from that point. Okay.
The seat.
Out on the road in the Zafira Life, it's actually really surprising me how smooth and comfortable this vehicle is. And this gearbox stands out to me straight away. You don't even feel the shifts on the 8-speed automatic gearbox. My driving partner for the day, Michelle York, General Manager Guild. What more do I have to say? She's my boss when it comes to Guild stuff.
Hey, he's got to listen to the boss.
Except I don't listen to her, so she thinks she's the boss. Michelle,
Yes.
first impressions of the Zafira Life.
I am really enjoying this elevated driving position.
Yeah?
I'm finding it very comfortable to drive. Like you said, the gearbox is absolutely sublime.
Yeah.
The space in it is really
We'll look at the space now, but I mean, geez, look at the back here. Hey, oh, okay. Now we're in the elegance version, which means you've got 2 seats in the middle row, 2 separate captain's chairs, instead of 3 and 3 way back there at the back. And you've got the double panoramic roofs. Interesting, the double roofs, I was wondering what they meant, but it's actually lengthwise with a section in the middle, which is unusual, but pretty effective. But Michelle, look at this. I mean, we've got all the comfort in the world.
Yeah, I'm very like, I would seriously buy one of these. If I had a family, I love the table things on this one.
Oh, yeah,
Alan, you should
yeah.
get in the back and play
Yeah,
with
I'm going to go do that shortly. Don't worry. Okay.
But the
Yeah.
fact that
You've got that fold-up table that flaps out
that
both
you can-
ways in the
I mean, that
center.
you can almost have you can sit and have a meeting in the back with a
Correct.
table with 2 chairs facing each other.
Well, you can swivel those middle chairs round to face
Yeah.
back, and you can kind of do it. I've got a little clip. I'll show that in the video as well. And also interesting, they've got this rotary gear shifter over here, so it's not your normal
You know what
gear
this
lever.
reminded me of when I saw it in the
Yeah.
presentation was the Renault Quids. You know,
Yeah.
that has that little wheel.
Yes.
I'm very glad to say that this is a lot nicer to drive.
And flappy pedals. Yeah. And of course, Elegance gives you active cruise control and a lot of extra safety equipment, as well as a heads-up display in front of the driveway. So Elegance adds plenty.
You forgot
What?
the heated massaging seats.
You just worried about that, hey? Yeah.
But if you're going to go on a long road, you may as well have a warm tushy and a massage pack. I mean, like, come
Well,
on.
that's not all you were telling me earlier, but that was off camera. But really, it's got all the spec, all the comfort. I'm going to say my usual thing. You get the Edition, you get the Elegance, mechanically identical. But of course, the Elegance adds lots of safety spec, and you know me with safety spec, so I'd always go Elegance if I had the choice, and the extra 80,000 rand difference in price. This 2-litre turbo diesel engine, wow, I mean, that was now a pretty neat overtake that Michelle just did. That's why I didn't show it on the video. But 110 kilowatts, 370 newton meters, it actually feels like more than that.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Nice.
I would agree that I would spring for the better model with
Yeah.
the features, because when you look at how many features you get for that little bump in price, I think it's worth every cent.
Yeah, you know, sometimes the differences are not that big. The fact, as I said, lane departure, active cruise control,
Swivel
emergency
seats,
braking.
I mean, those swivel seats in
that, yeah.
themselves are a fortune.
Yeah. So,
The space, the boot space, did you tell them about that? Over 1,000 liters.
that's going to come up in the video still. You're preempting as usual, Michelle.
I'm
But
excited, leave me alone.
1,000 liters of boot space in 7-seater mode. I mean, that is something you don't get in.
I'm going to try shove you in the boot just now.
Are you? Is that so? Okay. We'll photograph it or video it. Okay. All right.
Deal.
Not going to say what I'll do to you afterwards, but that's beside the point. But Michelle, overall, I mean, this is impressive. Eh?
Very impressive. And look, let's face it, Opel makes good products.
Oh yeah, well there's that too, you know. So you've got that
they've been
little
around
fact.
for a really long time.
Yeah.
And I've yet to drive an Opel that I don't like, actually.
Well, that's a compliment in itself.
Yeah.
Michelle, thanks.
Pleasure, Alan.
Slow down a bit and get me there safely, please.
I'll get you there safely. I can't promise the slowing down.
Okay. Thanks, Michelle. I've just found a really interesting little feature on this vehicle that could make a difference to certain people. If you have a look, I'm in the middle seats, Isofix on 5 seats. You heard me. There are 5 Isofix separate fittings in this vehicle. So if you are into transport for kids or something like that, where have you ever seen a vehicle before? I haven't. That has 5 separate Isofixes. Wow, that is seriously something else. And of course the panoramic roofs as well.
Seats, we're in the cockpit. As you can see, it's flush, lovely design on the interior dashboard. We've also got the 7-inch IntelliLink radio with the built onboard navigation, which is specific to the Elegance model.
Right. Okay. The gear lever, gear shift is interesting.
So this is quite new. This is a very modern type of gear lever. As you can see, there's no clutter here. This makes it for minimalistic, elegant look on the vehicle.
And paddles behind the wheel just in case you do want.
That's correct, if you'd like to. And you can see that on this side, you can actually close or open either one of the doors. You've also got electrical child lock.
Okay, so all these features are
All these features.
Now, of course, on Elegance, you've got quite a few extra spec items
Yes.
that, for the extra money, make a big difference. Funny, Michelle pointed out, and you mentioned now, the massage seats.
Yes. So now, if you look at your driver and passenger side, we've got fully electrically
Right.
adjustable seats with also the massage function. You can set it up to where
Or
you'd
heating
like
as well,
to.
if you really want.
That's correct. You can heat your seat up and you can have a massage on a long journey. So that makes for a comfortable ride. What's beautiful about the interior and at the driver's side, you've got your 12-volt socket.
Yeah.
You've also got a lot of storage space inside
Yes,
the
that's that
vehicle.
neat thing that Opel have that nobody else seems to catch on to.
Yes, I mean you can if you've got a couple of, this is our head-up display.
Yeah.
But you've got cup holders on each side. You've got this beautiful storage space over here. You've also got this lovely compartment.
So storage
So up to
is
11 storage spaces
premium
throughout the
everywhere
vehicle.
you want.
Absolutely.
I've mentioned now, the engine is a 2-litre turbo diesel.
That's correct.
110 kilowatts, 370 newton meters.
Absolutely.
The 8-speed automatic, which stood out to me at how smooth it is.
Yep, it is a very smooth ride. One of the things that is beautiful about our gearbox, it's designed by ZF. It obviously has quite a sequential shift.
Right.
It's quite modern in its technologies and it provides efficiency, which is what you'd also notice that the car is actually very efficient.
Yeah.
Based on our 2-litre turbo diesel engines as well.
Okay, now the other point I want to just go through, the difference between the two versions.
Yes.
You've got the Edition and the Elegance.
Yes.
We're in Elegance right now.
I mean, if you look at our competitors and what they're offering, this vehicle offers almost a similar spec to some of our key competitors that are sitting at almost. You can set up yourself for a lovely easy access power sliding doors.
Right.
You also have your smart.
Yeah,
That's correct.
And then the 2 seats in the middle instead of 3.
Yes, this is the VIP setup with the lounge-like setup.
Okay.
And also your panoramic roof,
Yeah.
which is very unique to the Elegance.
Definitely. But now, more important to me
Yes.
is the extra safety spec you get on the Elegance.
So
Must
just
be
in
honest,
terms,
I'm always about safety.
yes. So one of the key elements on the safety is that we've got active lane departure warning on this vehicle. We've got forward brake collision assist, which just slows the vehicle down in a case of where you might hit an object in front of you. The nice thing about this vehicle is that it's got behavior driver attention alert. So road behavior driver attention alert does not only just warn you to take a break, but it observes your behavior, and if you show at any point like dozing off or being slightly sluggish on the wheel, the car will prompt you to slow down and obviously ask you to take a break. So that is additional above your
Right.
Elegance.
And then
your
one
addition.
other thing is you've got traffic sign recognition.
That's correct.
And items like that as well that Opel have, I think, were one of the leaders and
Yes.
first on it.
Yes.
But you've got that as well, and that's all for that extra 140.
Absolutely, it's worth it, I would say.
In this category, I would say money well spent to go, obviously depending on your needs and your use.
Yes.
But money well spent to go up to the upper one. But you know what? You're getting the same ride, the same performance, the same everything else. Doesn't matter which one.
Absolutely, and I think both cars are very comfortable, well designed, well laid out, and I think the benefit altogether is the space, the convenience, and also just the ease of use of this vehicle. It's not as complicated as it looks, especially when it comes to moving the seats and turning the seats around, moving up the table, because those are small things that can frustrate customers.
Make a big difference.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
thank you.
Thank you. Jade, you really gave us a good insight into the vehicle. Interesting one. I think it's going to stir up this market segment. But I've been behind the camera most of the time yet again today. But let me just say, for Motor Matters, I'm Eleanor, and I'll see you next time.